Raymond McCauley is with Singularity University and the expert there on biotechnology and bio-informatics. You've got a very famous name here in South Africa. Have you come across the other Raymond McCauley?
I have. I think we've actually gotten each other's email once or twice. So I haven't gotten a chance to meet him, but we both try to heal people, so I think that's good.
And you were both bouncers once.
That's absolutely true.
Where did you do your bouncing?
I'm in a nightclub in Texas when I was still going to school.
Uh-huh. Well, you've moved on a long way from there. Now genetic engineering is a field that you've dedicated a lot of your time and attention to. We don't know much about it in South Africa. What we do know, most people get pretty scared of.
It's scary. It really addresses kind of what it means to be human, what's the code of life, what are all these scientists doing with it anyway. But I think for the most part it's incredibly beneficial. It's something that is really helping the human race agriculturally, medically, in so many ways.
What about the religious leaders? And I'm coming back to your namesake. He's a pastor. Are you having resistance from them?
Different religions, I think, treat it very differently, and different people of different faiths have different reactions. For the most part, we get a really positive reaction to it.
Because you get to know the body better, I guess. There's something called CRISPR, which you were telling us about, and you said we're going to hear a lot more about this in future.
Mm-hmm. One of those acronyms that flies around science and technology all the time, but I want people to be aware of it. It stands for a certain kind of genetic engineering. It's a tool, and it's the fastest, cheapest way to do genetic engineering that anybody has ever seen. So it's enabling us to really accelerate progress in the field.
How?
It is 10 times cheaper than what were the old standby tools before. It lets people go ahead and modify any organism we've ever tried it in, bacteria, plants, animals, including humans or human cells. And what's really amazing is you don't have to be particularly skilled to start applying this. If you know what DNA you're starting with and what you want to turn it into, you can do what I call drag and drop genetic engineering and just use a free computer program to say, make this happen.
That sounds scary. Drag and drop free computer programs. Children able to do it?
To some extent. We actually have children in our labs in California who come in and do science projects where they modify a bacteria to make it produce a certain material, glow in the dark, or react to the environment. And in some ways that's incredibly gratifying. It's fascinating. They're able to jump into this new technology. But there is some concerns too about what we call dual use. So any technology that you can use for something good, somebody can think up something bad.
Raymond McCauley is with Singularity University.